of faith. We heard the lambs a-crying in the deep river. Under the gaze of Lincoln, my country, 'tis of thee. $75,000 blank faces. 75,000 blank faces. Blank faces, hoping for color. Hoping for color. The fight for civil rights was never civil, it was barbaric at its very least, grotesque in its nature, and you had to go into the jungle of the world with the weapon of your choosing. And it wasn't anyone's business. It wasn't anyone's business how you went about it. You had to go into the jungle of the world with the weapon of your own choosing. Marian Anderson at 70, feeling 50, sitting on her porch, a house of her own design, a world of her own design, rare to walk back straight from 1897 to 1993 with grace, with grace, with grace, with grace, a woman from South Philadelphia. Black with God, rare, it's rare in America. A black woman's voice allowed to rejoice through time. A voice hacking inaccessible temporal dimensions beyond her own. A woman singing in peace, rare, it's rare in America. In America, the psychoacoustics of a black woman's voice. Remember singing in the church and the choir with my mother in South Philadelphia. Remember, it was the church that raised the funds to get me here on the tips of lips, in the hearts of men, in the eyes of the poor, on the faces of children. Remember, it was the church. It was in the church where I started learning the classics, the language, the notes, the strings, the sorrows, the grief, the piano, the keys, the jazz, the blues, the spirituals. It's possible. It's possible. It is possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. To sing like you, voice echoing above the black clouds of injustice, unbothered, unburdened, done laid your troubles down. Done laid down your troubles, done laid your troubles down. Done prayed at the mountain, done prayed at the mountain. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It is possible to be a black girl living in Philadelphia, singing in the church with your mama, then one day you're singing spirituals at Carnegie Hall, traveling the world, feeling safe in the hymn, feeling safe in the breast of an opera. It is possible. It is possible in America to survive the entertainment industry as a black woman and live to talk about it. To be 70 and feel 50, to make a career, a black woman living on her own terms. To be able to retire with grace and fortune, it is a miracle. Realized, it is a miracle. born in Philadelphia. What does it mean? What does it mean to give in the face of everything they have taken from you? Left behind 4 crumbling walls, ghost of brutality and death. What is music? When it is made from the sweat and pain. What is music? When it's made in the hands of God. He's got the whole world in his hands. Marian Anderson's voice never wavering. Never wavering. Never wavering. Never wavering. Never wavering. In the face of hate, in the face of hate, she said, in the face of hate, I would be glad to stand on the stage of love and sing and sing and sing for anyone, for anyone, for anyone. Because it is too late for fear. It is too late to be embarrassed. Nothing to lose. She said, teach them early. She said, teach them early about hate and fear, about fear and hate, about hate and fear, about fear and hate, about hate and fear and fear and hate. Teach them early before it's too late. Teach them early that there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. There is no room for hate. There is nothing to fear. there is no room for hate. Tell them early. Before it's too late.